Welcome to our latest video update, where we will discuss the ongoing wildfire crisis in Los Angeles. This situation is not merely a news item. It serves as a stark reminder of the pressing challenges facing both humanity and the environment. In this video, we will examine the current state of affairs, assess recent developments, and highlight their implications for the local community. Additionally, we will address the obstacles that lie ahead. Stay tuned for a thorough and essential overview. The impact of the wildfires has been devastating. Tragically, over 27 lives have been lost, and many more individuals have sustained serious injuries. The fires have ravaged more than 15,000 hectares of land, resulting in significant ecological damage and loss of natural resources. Areas such as Palisades and Eaton have experienced catastrophic destruction, with numerous homes and essential infrastructure reduced to ashes. These alarming statistics emphasize the urgent need for relief efforts and recovery initiatives. Recent shifts in weather patterns have provided a glimmer of hope amid the widespread devastation. The notorious Santa Ana winds, which typically exacerbate wildfire conditions, have significantly diminished in strength. This change offers firefighting teams a better opportunity to contain and extinguish the flames that continue to threaten various regions. The reduction in wind speed not only slows fire progression, but also creates safer conditions for firefighters to implement effective strategies. Coordinated efforts are currently underway, involving ground crews, aerial support from firefighting aircraft, and rapid response teams across affected areas.
Looking at right now, see if we can make it through back to our original location. Yankee, Track B11 able.
However, despite these improvements, meteorologists caution that weather conditions remain volatile and unpredictable. Continuous monitoring is essential to provide timely alerts about potential changes that could impact rescue operations. This moment presents a critical opportunity to reduce losses, but it requires unwavering vigilance and collaboration among all involved parties. The community can foster hope that with persistent effort, a turning point in the battle against these wildfires may be on the horizon. Southern California is already grappling with a housing crisis that has now worsened due to recent wildfires, which have destroyed over 12,000 structures. Families are not only losing their homes, but also witnessing the obliteration of new housing projects that were anticipated to alleviate the housing shortage. The aftermath of this disaster has led to a sharp rise in homelessness, placing immense strain on relief organizations and social services. Areas like Palisades and Eaton are now scenes of utter devastation, where homes, infrastructure, and future development plans have vanished within days. Furthermore, rental prices and property values are expected to soar even higher as demand outstrips supply, worsening an already precarious housing situation. Low and middle-income families who were already struggling to find affordable housing are now pushed further away from stability. This crisis presents an urgent challenge. How can recovery efforts be accelerated while ensuring that new development projects are prioritized and future risks mitigated? Local governments, nonprofit organizations, and community members are calling for immediate action to address this unprecedented dilemma. Ariel Hall is one among countless individuals who have faced devastating losses due to the wildfires in Eaton. For 5 years, Ariel and her 8-year-old son had called a small but warm house their home, a place filled with cherished memories and aspirations for the future. Will we ever return to our home? She wondered as flames engulfed her life's work.
From over here. We could light a fire, but as you see, we already have one back here. We could light a fire, but as you see, we already have one back here. Hungry? Grab an orange.
In the chaos of evacuation, Ariel managed only to grab a few personal items before rushing her son to safety. "I wasn't thinking about anything except getting my son out," she recounted tearfully as she watched her home succumb to flames. Currently residing temporarily at a local relief center, Ariel strives to remain strong for her child amidst overwhelming grief. "We've lost everything, our belongings and our sense of safety," she expressed. Ariel's story is just one of many heartbreaking narratives emerging from this disaster. Despite her profound loss, she clings to hope that with community support and assistance from relief organizations, she can rebuild her life for herself and her son. Even if it means starting anew, stories like Ariel's remind us of the resilience found in community bonds during crises. The aftermath of wildfires leaves behind barren landscapes where vegetation once thrived, vegetation that acted as a natural barrier against soil erosion and water runoff. With this vital shield gone, soil becomes loose and unstable, increasing vulnerability to mudslides during rainfall events. The desolate terrain left after wildfires sets the stage for dangerous landslides that threaten lives and properties in affected regions. Moreover, erosion exacerbates risks of further disasters during subsequent rainfalls. These impacts extend beyond immediate concerns. They can permanently alter landscapes and disrupt ecological balance. One severe consequence of recent wildfires is the deterioration of drinking water quality, a significant public health risk. Ashes from burned materials along with toxic substances released from scorched soil can contaminate surface water sources during rains. This risk is compounded by post-fire mudslides that transport heavy metals and harmful bacteria into rivers and reservoirs used for drinking water supplies. Such contamination can lead to waterborne illnesses like diarrhea or cholera due to bacterial presence. Chemical pollutants, including heavy metals like lead, along with toxic compounds from incinerated building materials, pose serious health threats when present in drinking water supplies. Water treatment facilities face challenges due to overwhelming volumes of contaminants requiring filtration. This results in increased costs and time for effective purification processes. Additionally, polluted water sources adversely affect agriculture and daily life in areas reliant on natural wells or reservoirs for sustenance. Authorities are implementing emergency measures such as routine water quality monitoring while providing clean water access to affected communities through temporary filtration systems. However, sustainable long-term solutions are crucial. These include enhancing forest conservation efforts alongside improved watershed management practices. In recent days, firefighting teams have been working tirelessly against complex wildfire scenarios through close coordination between fire behavior analysts on-site and modern support equipment deployed strategically across critical areas under threat. Firefighting crews have focused their efforts on hotspots where flames spread rapidly toward residential communities. By employing advanced strategies such as aerial water drops combined with ground crew interventions, they've successfully slowed fire progression significantly. Areas like Palisades and Eaton, previously at severe risk, are now largely under control due to these coordinated efforts which not only mitigate further loss, but also allow relief teams additional time needed for evacuations while safeguarding communities from danger. Nevertheless, experts caution that vigilance remains paramount. Weather conditions such as strong winds or rising temperatures could reignite flames unexpectedly at any moment. A reality fire behavior analyst continue monitoring closely while remaining prepared for potential emergencies ahead. The progress achieved thus far stands testament not only resilience displayed by those on front lines, but also effective coordination among various stakeholders involved. These relentless endeavors offer hope towards extinguishing fires completely while ensuring safe recovery pathways exist for impacted communities moving forward. Amidst these mounting challenges faced by affected individuals, the community has begun rallying together, offering support systems aimed at helping victims navigate through this crisis while fostering solidarity amongst neighbors during tough times ahead. Numerous initiatives have emerged focusing not only on addressing immediate aftermath concerns, but also rebuilding trust within communities deeply impacted by trauma experienced throughout this ordeal, especially children who bear emotional scars from displacement caused by disasters like these. To assist them cope with trauma while bringing moments joy amidst adversity, local organizations have initiated summer camp programs designed specifically cater children's needs.
I'm so sad I'm leaving, I'm excited to come back tomorrow, or can you come back this summer and run camp as well? They're not seeing disaster, they're not seeing destruction, they're not feeling a sense of victimhood, they're feeling a sense of play.
This is the gratitude turtle.
Offering safe environments where they can learn play, heal together, while providing parents valuable time focus on recovery efforts without added stressors weighing down heavily upon them daily lives.
For a teenager, trying to wrap your head around that and understand what it means, you just can't.
Efforts are underway creating innovative temporary housing solutions intended to provide sense home during rebuilding phases. Supported Architects sponsors both locally beyond. These shelters offer more than mere accommodations. They serve vital community hubs fostering connections between residents, allowing them share stories, receive emotional backing, find solace, shared resilience, experience collectively throughout journey ahead toward recovery, rebuilding lives anew after devastation endured together through solidarity, shown throughout entire process thus far. The outpouring support witnessed from local communities afar has proven instrumental source strength amidst adversity faced by those affected. Relief funds, financial donation supplies continue pouring, providing essentials food, water. Other necessities required daily living standards maintained despite hardships encountered along the way. Additionally, involvement volunteers spanning regions has cultivated powerful sense unity, reminding those who've lost everything they're not alone journey toward healing, restoration, rebuilding lives anew after facing trials, tribulations endured together.
To support firefighting efforts,
these collective efforts transcend addressing material needs, embody compassion, solidarity, hope illuminating darkest times, reminding us true strength lies within communities, where every small act kindness makes profound difference, collectively shaping brighter future ahead. The recent wildfire disaster serves as urgent warning regarding climate change necessity protecting environment.
The canyon is literally on fire on both sides. I thought it was just a canyon across my house, but no, it's literally on both sides.
Rising temperatures, prolonged droughts, extreme weather patterns render forests increasingly susceptible to fires, leading devastating consequences witnessed firsthand across regions impacted heavily by flames consuming everything in sight. Our mission must be act decisively now. Individuals can contribute conserving energy, reducing waste, planting trees, actively participating initiatives aimed combating climate change collectively, safeguarding planet future generations. Governments, communities must prioritize protecting natural resources, managing forests sustainably, minimizing emissions, effectively addressing root causes, contributing disasters occurring frequently across the globe today. Small actions taken today hold potential yield significant changes tomorrow. We must unite, work collaboratively towards safeguarding environment, preventing similar disasters occurring again. Future generations deserve better. World-free perilous threats pose climate change affecting lives everywhere.